Hello there, this is Mike, and today we're going to talk about area of effect weapons. Area of effect weapons is kind of a tricky thing to do on the virtual map simply because it's hard to pick out particular hexes and make sure everything is in range compared to doing with the physical map in the real world. But we have several tools to help out. So right now, right up here, we have hex 1618 selected. This is selected in what's known as the freestyle targeting tool, which you can access here on the AVID page, but also by clicking the hex right here as well. And so right now we have hex 1618 selected, which is the center of the map. And to see the range from everything from that hex, we go to the target list. And down here at the bottom, it currently says normal. We change that to AoE for area of effect. And now we have, it says AoE, so know the direction, the facing, and the range to all items from this hex to these three enemy ships. And if we select position over here, change it to EOT, we now see the range from this hex, 1618, to the EOT markers, which right now is 3, 3, and 3, as well as their relative directions. This will allow us to aim things like missiles at a ship's end of turn marker instead of trying to guess where to put it. Now, if we select a ship instead of a hex, we go into the conic weapon mode or cone mode. So again, we still have area of effect down here, and it says cone up here. So we're currently aimed at, let's say, well, they're all in the same. So the Loki. And so by aiming at the Loki, we basically select a window up here by aiming at the Loki. And this will show us all the other items in that window, as well as the range and the side that will be impacted by a conic weapon from the attacker here. And AoE, EOT marker for cone weapons don't make any sense. There's nothing in the game that takes advantage of it, so there's nothing listed here. That's why it's blank. So the next thing is, how do you select a hex? Well, there's a couple of different ways of doing it. So first we'll select our hex number here. Just by clicking on it, we'll bring up the dialog box to enter in a hex number, and we can literally type in a hex number. The box will turn green when we have a valid hex number. We'll just give it an altitude. Go, OK. We've selected hex 1415 plus 12. The easier way to do it with the virtual map is to bring up the dialog box and then just simply click the hex you want to put in there and add in your altitude. Like so. And as you can see, we're kind of far away from our targets and their EOTs. Another way of aiming the hex is to go to the arcs page, and this button down here at the bottom, let's select the target, the Loki. Let's go with the Stalker instead. When we click on it, it brings up the attack profile. So again, that is the light blue button here that has the attack profile. Hitting on the nose, +0 profile, range 27, EOT 19. By clicking on it, it brings up the attack profile. And we can copy the ship's current position or EOT marker to the freestyle target. So let's copy the EOT marker. And you see we change to the hex 1416 plus 0, which is right here where the Stalker's EOT marker is. So we bring up our dialog box for aiming. So area of effect and targeting the EOT, we see that we'll be at range 0 from the Stalker and range 2 from the other two ships. But since ships can shift their EOT markers by displacement, we kind of want to get a bit more, finesse that a little bit. So that's where these directions come in. So from the Stalker, we're pretty much 0. But for these other two ships, if we go in direction A, we'll be slightly closer. If we go A, say A plus, we should be within range 1 of all of these. So to do that, select hex, and down here at the bottom, this button with the 4 arrows, this is the bump menu. So we want to go A and then plus. As you can see, the hex number changed. We accept it, and voila, we're in range 1 of those EOT markers. So we know we can launch our like antimatter missile right there, and it should catch all 3 items in that range next turn when it lands. So that is pretty much area effect weapons and the various tools to target and use them. If you have any questions, just post them down in the comments below. Until next time, have a good day.